I want to tell you a story about something I've been working on for the past year. It's a gift for my girlfriend Emily to celebrate our 6-year anniversary. It's also how I'm going to ask her to marry me. See, for a long time I struggled with how I was going to propose to her because a lot of the more typical proposal ideas out there didn't feel quite right to me. Like, there's your whole propose in Disneyland / under the Eiffel Tower / on top of the Space Needle kind of proposal. But lots of people propose in those kinds of places, and honestly, I'm not sure we're the kind of people that would want a bunch of strangers watching us get engaged. Then there's more traditional proposals, like proposing around family during some holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas, but after 6 years of waiting, I felt like Emily deserved something bigger. This problem bothered me for months. I knew I wanted to marry Emily, but I couldn't think of a good way to ask. But then one day, I was remembering how we started dating, and I had an idea. See, we met when we were 19 years old, both college freshmen studying music in the same cohort. Really, music was the reason why we became friends in the first place. We each knew a lot about different kinds of music, so when we hung out, she would play me songs I hadn't heard before, and vice versa. It wasn't long until we started having feelings for each other. So, on December 14th, 2012, we were sitting in Emily's dorm room, and I told her that I had a song to show her, just like any other time we would hang out. It was one of my favorite jazz ballads, and after we finished listening, I asked her if she would be my girlfriend. Thankfully, she said yes, and music has played a role in our relationship ever since. In the 6 years we've been dating, we've gone to concerts together, played in groups together, and every year for our anniversary, as a gift, I've written Emily a new piece of music. By the time I started thinking about how I would propose to her, I had written 5 of these pieces, and I realized they could form the basis of an album. It finally dawned on me that I could ask her to marry me the same way I asked her out in the first place, but this time with an original album instead of a song. With that in mind, in January of this year, I started working on the album, which would become All of Me to You. That work involved a bunch of different things, like collaborating with some of my favorite MCs and rearranging my old anniversary pieces to fit the album. But the most rewarding work happened on a trip about halfway through the production of the album. On that trip, I drove to visit some of Emily's closest friends and family, and I recorded them describing their favorite things about her. I used their thoughts in the album's interludes to paint a picture for the listener of the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. Hearing the way they described Emily, I was reminded of just how special she is and how lucky I am to be with her. If I had any doubts before about proposing, that trip completely erased them. Which brings me to today. The album is done, the ring is purchased, and later tonight, on our 6th anniversary, I'm going to play Emily the album and ask her to marry me. It's hard to put into words how excited I am for this, but hopefully the music will do the trick. Wish me luck. Wish us luck as we open this next chapter of our lives together. And if you're interested, maybe give the album a listen. It's my little way of letting everyone celebrate with us.